And welcome po sa ating Marketing 101. And I'm happy that nakarating ka sa stage na to. So, uunahin ko na, alright, that this part of the program is the most difficult. So, kung nahirapan kayo sa Prism Level 1, mas medyo challenging to. And the reason behind that is because we will be digging mismo sa social media stuff and makipag-work sa client, all these things about marketing. But let me just let you know na hindi natin kailangan i-pressure yung mga sarili natin to understand everything agad-agad. The way I have structured Prism is ibigay ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga immediate na kailangan. um, I understand that we need to learn and talagang may knowledge tayo about SMM, theories, and all that. And to tell you honestly, I really spent time reading a lot of things about marketing, social media marketing, copywriting, and all that. But let's be honest, most of the time, lahat ng mga inaaral natin on our own, nakakalimutan din natin, right? So, the quickest way for us to move forward sa mga careers natin as a freelancer is to learn what's necessary for us to get a client and also for us to execute what the client wants. So, I'll give, yun yung yun yung goal ko dito sa Prism natin because lahat ng mga pinagdadaanan ko, this is what I share, this is what the clients need, these are what the client expect from you. So, instead of being like super genius, you have to be smart. You have to understand kung ano ba muna talaga yung kailangan ko to get the client and also to support the client. So, I'll be sharing my screen. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So, first lesson is we have to understand difficult but super important SMM and digital marketing terms. So, I know that you're thinking, akala ko ba, ano tayo, yung mga kailangan lang muna. Bakit parang itatakan na natin agad yung mahihirap? Well, I just want you guys to understand that the reason why social media marketers are different from virtual assistants is because we have specialization. And when we say we have specialization, it means to say that we are experts. Alright? So, gumawa ako ng SMM Pocket Dictionary so that you will have an overview ng totality ng social media marketing. Huwag kayong matatakot. Like, parang, shucks, sobrang hirap pala nito, ganyan. I am just presenting you guys the reality. Most of the coaches, they will entice you with, kaya mo to, madali lang to, kahit wala kang alam, kikita ka ng 6 figures because honestly, that will lead you to a very dangerous and depressing and stressful situation because you don't understand talaga kung ano yung pinapasok nyo. So, yung goal ng Prism Level 1 is to create portfolio, right? So, yung gagawa content, maintindihan mo kung yung resume mo ba is maayos, yung mock-up interview and all that because we have to create a portfolio. We have to be ready, okay? Whenever we get, or the first thing that kailangan natin gawin is to get a client is to present them something. You will never be parang interesting sa paningin ng mga clients if the portfolio is not good. So, na-discuss ko na to. But, alam ko yung problem ng marami sa atin is we do not have any skills, I mean experience, right? And we are just building our skills. That's why I provided the platform, yung work at home, and use it. And then we also have Gen M, which is now Acadium. So you can also be, um, an intern, or you could build another a page of your own. But the goal is you have to create portfolio. All right. I don't really believe, yung mga sinasabi ng mga coaches na kahit wala kang portfolio, alam mo yan, alam mo sa sarili mo na mali yun because paano kapag haharap ka na sa client kung hindi mo na-experience talaga gumawa ng content and kung hindi mo talaga na-experience mag-navigate sa social media or whatsoever, right? So, creating a portfolio is not just about creating a page. It's about putting effort in building your skills. Now, the goal of Prism Level 2 is to get a client and para makapag-start kayo ng page nyo. So the title, Philippines Royal Influencers and Social Media Managers, is not just, a fancy title. I really want you to become an influencer in the future. But the goal right now is to become an SMM, diba? In order for you to navigate, in order for you to be able to support the client, you should be able to have your own page, and you as you grow that page, you will be able to develop techniques and talagang you will be updated or you will be equipped sa pag-support kay client, right? So this is the goal of Prism Level 2, that you get a client, that you get your page started, and you grow it. All right. When I say get a page started, you will not get a page started na mamamatay lang. We want the page na it will be like your banner. I'm really proud about this page, right? Hindi yung kinakaya na page. So that's the goal of Prism Level 2. Now, I have mentioned kanina that this will be difficult, not because gusto ko kayong pahirapan, but because I want to be honest with you that becoming a social media manager is is a difficult task. It's entirely different as a virtual assistant na inuutusan ka lang kung anong gagawin. As a social media manager, you have expertise, right? Now, I want, sinabi ko dito, picking the battles you can win, but being able to understand what a war looks like. That's the reason why I want to show you kung ano talaga yung itsura ng ginagawa ng mga social media managers so that kapag sinuot mo yung corona mo as social media manager, you know what it looks like kapag sinama ka sa gera. Hindi ka nangangarag, you are happy, you are confident, you are a royalty because you're ready. You may not be necessarily like super genius or super expert, but at least you know kung ano yung pinasok mo. And you know that you can win eventually with proper training, with experience, gaya ng mga sundalo, di ba? Hindi naman nagiging sundalo agad-agad. Basta nalaman nila kung ano yung itsura ng war, di ba? You have to know what a war looks like so that you will know how to get yourself equipped. And itong ipapakita ko, what does war looks like? Ano ba talaga yung itsura ng social media marketing in a professional level, and ano yung ina-expect ng client, and anong itsura nito kapag small business or pag malakihang business, yung ganun. Don't worry because the discussion itself is somehow it could be para sa inyo, yung iba sa inyo, you will feel overwhelmed and afraid. But I want you to imagine yourself like 10 years from now. I hope that 10 years from now, lahat tayo, we are not just this virtual assistant na hanap ng client, but we will become an expert in our field that hindi natin hinahanap yung client. We, tayo mismo yung nilalapitan ng client because of what we know, because of the expertise we have, right? Um, it's been rampant right now that the virtual assistant roles is talagang sobrang bumababa yung rate. It's because a lot of people can do that role na. And in order for you to stand out is to become an expert or, magkaroon ka ng specialization. So let's think of a long-term period, and this might feel like overwhelming, but I tell you, lagi, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, it's not about perfection. It's about direction. So let's look at the yung kung saan tayo pupunta, kung ano yung knowledge na na malalaman natin in the future, okay? I will not discuss each and every detail, but I want you to see the bigger picture. So, sabi ko din dito, knowing what the war looks like doesn't really give you helpful skills how to fight, right? But it gives you knowledge how to identify and deal with it once you are thrown to it. Another thing that I want you guys to understand is, for example, ang daming courses na nagsasabi that, oh, basta marunong ka gumawa ng Facebook ads, right? And I tell you guys that creating a Facebook ad is easy, right? But kapag ka alam mo kung saan talaga ginagamit yung Facebook ads sa buong picture ng marketing at sa buong picture ng business, that will give you an idea that ah, yung Facebook ads pala, it's just a part of a puzzle. Now, kapag nakita mo yung buong picture, mas magiging confident ka because it's been in my sa experience ko, maraming estudyante like alam na nila yung Facebook ads, and when they become part of a business, sobrang nangangapa sila, sobrang hindi nagiging successful. Why? Because they don't understand the bigger picture. They don't understand marketing itself. And ang kalalabasan nun is, una, yung integrity mo as, sabi mo expert ka pero hindi mo kayang mag-deliver. It's very painful. It's very depressing. Instead na mag-move forward ka, babalik ka na lang sa pair one, sa starting point because masyadong, masyadong hilaw, masyadong atat. That's the word talaga. Masyado tayong gusto natin mag-charge agad ng higher rates without really being honest with ourselves kung kaya natin. Right? Hindi porket nakarinig kayo ng sinabi sa isang course na kakayanin mo to, ganito lang, sundan mo to, and kaya mo na. No. Ang mga businesses po is iba-iba. Ang marketing po is iba-iba. Iba-iba din yung products, iba-iba yung niches. That's why understanding marketing itself, yung foundation muna, is very crucial. And itong papakita ko pala kanina. So, what a full-blown marketing plan looks like, right? So, itong slide na to, ibibigay ko sa inyo to. But here, ipipresent ko sa inyo kung anong itsura um, ng full-blown marketing. Ginawa namin to ni Kik sa isang client namin. You may not be able to see it properly, but maybe I can show you here quickly. Wait lang. Hindi nyo siya, pero I will just give you like a clearer version of this. Pero, see if I can grab this mabilisan. Hmm, I didn't expect na hindi siya maglo-load agad-agad. So, see. Right. Let me just open this, itong project plan ito, so that makita natin yung bigger picture. Okay? So please bear with me. All right. Okay, I think here it is. So yeah. Okay. So ito, this is the actual plan. I'll be very generous to share this with you. Um, pero I'm afraid to share this kasi hindi lang alang ma, mapahama kayo because this is a very full-blown project. If you are not familiar or if you're not ready, tapos ipa-promise mo kay client mo na, yeah, I can create a full project plan for you, it will put you into a very bad position. Okay, so this is a plan that we have. Okay, so here, meron yung planning preparation. You have to do competitor analysis, keyword analysis, audience profiling, and then check mo yung company name, create logo, yung typography and all, yung Facebook page na ba, anong mga landing pages, maraming preparation, right? And then, halimbawa, course yung gagawin dito sa amin. This is a course. So, mag-shoot ng mga videos, mag-edit ng video, sinong mag-edit, yung mga ganon, and sino yung mga taong mag-work for that. So, sometimes, yung support natin ng business owners, they are doing everything here. And sometimes, kapag pumasok kayo sa business na hindi nyo alam na kailangan may preparation, this is not part of my job, you have to find another person who can do this, yung mga ganun. So you have to see the bigger picture na in order for a business to run, kailangan maayos yung planning and preparation nila. Tapos um, yung kanilang landing pages, right? We will talk about landing pages in the future. Ano yung mga marketing efforts nila, gagawa sila Facebook ads, Facebook groups, may chatbot ba, and all that, ano-anong platform. So, this is like a full-blown marketing plan na parang, for example, here, okay, Facebook ads, saan mapupunta? Ano yung pang-hook nyo, yung lead magnet na tinatawag, saan sila mapupunta and all. Pag bumili, anong mangyayari? Kapag hindi bumili, may follow-up. So, that is a marketing plan in a nutshell. Hindi ko kayo bibigyan ng parang detailed instructions or tutorial here because you will feel overwhelmed. But I want you to see what a marketing plan looks like or your pinaka-project plan, right? Because at least alam niyo yung kumbaga, naiintindihan niyo kung saan kayo specific na nilalagay ni client and kung ano lang yung scope nung project nyo. And when the project feels like a failure, you will not blame yourself because you're just part of a puzzle. Ganun kalaki yung puzzle. And ito naman, may mga business owners na they have a very simple plan. Like, okay, gusto ko lang i-manage mo yung group, i-manage mo yung website, ganon. So, the very basic, simple, organic marketing system, let's say sa Facebook, is meron silang website, meron silang messenger, or whatever, kung email ang gusto nila, maganda din yun. Pero, the trend right now is pushing more on chatbots. So, and then Facebook group. So, this is like a simple Facebook ecosystem. this is the one that I created for myself. Um, if if you can do this for yourself, and it's a very vital information. You can build your own business knowing this. But if you will be supporting a client, they should have a website. They should know kung paano nila i-nurture yung kanilang client and paano sila makikipag-usap and saan yung platform, mga ganon. This is a simple Facebook marketing ecosystem. And then, that's the organic, diba? And then, we have also a Facebook ad na marketing system. So, sa Facebook ad, gagawa ka ng by the way, guys, I've provided this cheat sheet so that you can have, like, parang starting point mo para aralin. But then again, knowing this, how it looks like, is different from being able to execute it, okay? So, the marketing world is so huge and it's so vast and kakainin ka kapag hindi mo alam to. But I'm presenting this not to para takutin kayo, but for you to see that, okay, pag Facebook ad pala, hindi lang basta-basta gagawin na Facebook ad. Kailangan pag-iisipan mo, bakit sila kakagat sa Facebook ad mo? Kapag kumagat sila, anong indoctrination process? Pag sinabi indoctrination process is hindi lang yung, hindi naman sa first touch, bibili sila agad, di ba? So, pag may na-capture ka na email address nila or sa chatbot system mo, bibigyan mo sila ng messages and all. So, this is a part of the marketing system na knowing how to create a chatbot or knowing how to create a Facebook ad will not really do the magic. There should be an in-depth understanding sa pinaka-framework or sa pinaka-structure. Alright? This is like a simple Facebook ad campaign na ginawa ko. Ngayon, full-blown marketing system, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Like, saang channel, saan pupunta, anong mangyayari. Yun yung mga, ecosystem. Ngayon, let's start with Marketing 101. Let's start with the foundation. Okay? Kung nakita niyo mga picture, it seems so complicated, diba? But really, marketing is comprised of this tatong bagay lang. Yung economics, conversion, at saka traffic. This is called tactical triangle. This is derived from a book called 80-20 Marketing. I will not dive into that because that is a very yung 80-20 principle na tinatawag. It's a very very interesting and ini-incorporate yung principle na yun sa marketing efforts ng mga huge businesses, mga huge campaigns. But sa atin na nagsisimula pa lang, we have to understand that social media marketing is about conversion. Okay? Pero para magkaroon ka ng conversion, you have to know your economics at saka yung traffic mo. Yung foundation ng economics. I will discuss what is this all about. Alright? So, Marketing 101. Ito yung tinatawag kanina sinatawag natin na ma-conversion part. Yan yung pag kumita ka na. Pero may starting point kasi sa marketing, right? So, ito, tinatawag na reach. Paano mo muna aabutin yung clients mo or yung potential customers, right? Ang tawag mo na sa kanila is visitors or mga fans. And then, kapag nag-engage na sila dun sa content na naabot sila, they will act, right? They will provide you an email address or maybe nag-subscribe sila sa chatbot, then they will become a lead, right? Then, tsaka pa lang sila dun magko-convert and then magkakaroon ng referral, magkakaroon ng engagement. Dito na yung magkakaroon ka na ng um, raving fans. Kasi after nila bumili sa'yo, they want more. Sobrang masaya sila sa product mo, they will become your fan. So, yung sinabi ko kaninang basic na conversion is the economics and the traffic. The economics, this is about like magkano yung budget, ano yung gagamiting content, paano gagawin yung ads, yun yung mga part na yun, okay? And it can be a breakdown into processes. So, dito, makikita nyo that digital marketing or social media marketing is understanding like paano mo i-define kung ano yung pagdadaanan ni customer or ni client mo para magkaroon ka ng sale, right? But then again, hindi ka responsible sa lahat ng mga bagay na to. I'm just giving you the bigger picture para maintindihan mo that creating a sale is not your responsibility. You can be someone na nag-manage ng page, nagagawa ng content, right? But when you say that you are a social media strategist or you want to charge higher rates, then kaya mong makapagawa ng campaigns, kaya mong makapag-deliver ng ROI na tinatawag, right? So, iba-iba yon, iba-iba yung roles na pwede mong pasukin. So, there are two things na bakit ako nagdi-dig in sa kung gaano kalaki yung social media marketing is, unang-una, kailangan yung malaman, pagpapasok kayo sa client nyo, you have to understand what's the role that they require. Okay? And then, you will not promise anything. You can just guarantee na gagawan kita ng content, mag-video edit ako, babantayan ko yung mga messages na pumapasok. But anything more than that, do not, you should be able to tell your client that, the best way for you to really understand what's going on is to dig into marketing. And, I'm not that expert on marketing yet, but I understand that, in order for you to get a sale is there should be a process or ecosystem that customers should have, from the first contact, saan sila mapupunta sa website or sa landing page ba, did you get their email address, paano ka nakikipag-usap sa kanila, and on. So, that's a bigger picture. And dun sa sinasabi ko kanina, yung traffic naman. So, traffic is, depende. Ang traffic is, meron tayong tinatawag na stage of awareness. Yung 5 awareness na kapag ang client mo hindi alam kung sino yung kinakausap niya, tapos gagawa lang siya ng ad basta-basta, hindi siya magiging successful. Kasi ang ang totoong campaign is alam nila kung sino yung tina-target nila. Alright? At depende, mechanics nun, for example bibigyan ko kayo ng example ng targeting, okay? Sa Facebook ads, hindi ka pwedeng mag-target na ang target ko is 18 years old hanggang 65 years old, nakatira sa Taguig, at bibentahan ko sila ng sabon, ng organic na sabon, at bibili sila. Right? Yun yung iniisip ng maraming marketers, right? Pero, you have to understand that masyadong general yung targeting mo. Pwedeng nandoon sila sa totally unaware. Okay? Pwedeng nandoon sila totally unaware. Ano ba itong organic na ito? Diba? Or pwedeng hindi sila interested sa sabon. Okay? Totally unaware. This is what we call cold traffic. Kung akala mo mag-click yun sa kanilang lahat, hindi. Ngayon, meron tayong tinatawag na problem aware. So dito, mas na to, kumukonti na yung tao, hindi na to masyadong general. Pwedeng yung mga ito-target mo na is yung mga ayaw ng mga hindi organic kasi sensitive yung balat nila. Right? Ibig sabihin, may problem sinosolve yung organic soap mo, di ba? So, yung mga tao na yun, sila dapat yung tinatarget mo. Saan mo ba sila makikita? Ano-ano bang topics or interest sila magfo-fall or nakapasok, di ba? So that's the problem. That's the another stage na pwede mong i-target. So when it comes to traffic, di ba yung kanina pinag-usapan natin yung conversion, tapos yung economics, we have to understand the traffic na ay hindi lang pala basta-basta may kanya-kanya palang profiling, right? So pwede yun sa problem aware. Now para mas ma-funnel pa natin sila ng konti. For example, may yung mga yung tao na alam niya na may ayaw niya ng mga hindi organic na sabon. Alam niya kung saan siya pumupunta. For example, yung competitor mo, alam niya, kumbaga follower na siya ng competitor mo, then lumiliit na yung audience mo. Then, pwede mo silang i-target, right? Or saan sila pumapasok, anong keywords ang hinahanap, not keywords, baka malang malito kayo because, for example, sa SEO part, pwede yun. Anong hinahanap ng mga customer ng competitor mo? Ano yung tinatype nila? Kung tinatype nila yung website ng competitor nyo, pwede mong i-target yun. Diba yung mga ganun? Sa SEO side. But, that's the thing. Paano mo sila aabutin? Paano mo ina-narrow down kung sino yung audience? Then, niche aware. For example, sa organic soap na yan, tapos yung competitor mo or yung brand na fina-follow ng mga customers mo, meron silang fina-follow din ng mga influencers. So, pwede mo silang i-target doon. Saan sila makikita? Right? And then, offer aware. Ito na yung offer aware is, kilala ka na nila. Bakit? Kasi na-target mo na sila or kinakausap na sila ng influencer mo, nalaman na nila kung sino ka. Then, offer aware na, ito na yung mga nag-visit sa website, ito na yung mga click dun sa mga ads na ni-run mo, yung mga ganun. So, as you can see, marketing and creating Facebook ads, these are not just simple toys na lalaruin mo tapos kikita ka na. There's science or there's foundation na kailangan nating malaman. And as you go through here, for example, paano gumawa ng lookalikes, right? Or paano ko hahanapin yung tamang hashtags, paano ko hahanapin yung tamang keywords, paano ko maghahanap ng influencers. Ito yung mga subtopics na pwede nating alamin kapag kailangan ni client, right? Pero at least it's good for you that you know this kind of things para hindi ka na frustrate na bakit ganun? Post naman ako ng post, gawa naman kami ng gawa ng ad, pero hindi nagko-convert, walang nangyayari, yung mga ganun. At least you know that it takes more than that. Okay? Kung hindi nag-work yung ads, maybe you can start sa influencers, yung mga ganun. But later on, I will teach you that there's a genuine method or like that there's, effective method na talaga nag-work. That is, you start organic first and then tsaka mo siya i-accelerate. Yun yung talagang proven and tested sa marketing na gusto kong ituro eventually sa inyo as we go along. Alright? So, having said all of that, ano ba talaga yung marketing? That's the thing about how I teach. I don't just teach you guys like definitions and all that. I want you to see the bigger picture, ano yung reality, ano yung tangan nyo, and I want to give you the assurance that I'm here para i-support kayo all the way hanggang sa pinakamahirap na topic, right? So, marketing is all about taking care of your audience, building their trust, and being relatable with them. And then selling is your way of serving them. This is like the most effective style of marketing. You have to take care of your audience, you have to build their trust, and you have to be relatable with them. You are not just a logo, right? So, and then selling them is about serving them. Because you have a good product, you have a good service, you know that it will help them, then they need it, right? So, ngayon, let me break that down, okay? Yung marketing, maraming nakapaloob sa marketing. Makikita niyo yun dun sa ating, dito sa ating this is our social media marketing dictionary. Maraming nakapaloob sa marketing, like this is the business basics, yan, social media tools, meron tayong paid ads, yan, SMM systems, SMM content, yung mga geo-targeting, remarketing, and all that. Ano ba yan? I have given you the definition, pero hindi nyo yan kailangan i-memorize, okay? You can just go to it if you need it. But paid advertising, ano muna ba yung advertising, right? So, advertising is, for example, here, if the circus is coming to town and you paint a sign saying, circus coming to the showground Saturday, that's advertising. Advertising is just telling them yung sign. You painted the sign, nag-isip ka kung anong magandang isulat, nag-isip ka kung anong picture ang ilalagay, sinabi mo kung kailan, that's advertising. Okay? Now, kapag nilagay mo na yung sign doon sa likod ng elepante, tapos pinaikot-ikot mo sa town, that's promotion. Okay? Ibig sabihin, nagpo-promote ka na. Like, aabot ka ng mga taong pwede mong maabot sa pamamagitan ng pag-ikot sa town, right? If the elephant walks through the mayor's flower bed and the local newspaper writes about it, that's publicity. Yun yung kaibahan ng advertising sa promotion at sa publicity. Pag sinabing publicity, nag-i-involve ka ng ibang tao, tapos may kwento para i-promote yung product mo or yung circus mo. Now, and if you get the mayor to laugh about it, that's public relations. Because the circus itself become, relatable sa mayor, and alam mo yun, it makes it parang na-attach mo yung event mo sa personality. So that's what we call public relation. Yun yung mga big words na kailangan nating maintindihan so that we will know how to distinguish ano ba yung public relations. Kung magkapareha lang ba yung advertising sa marketing, magkaiba ba yun? Yung mga ganun. So at least you see the picture, right? And then, if the town citizens go to the circus, you show them the many entertainment booths, you explain how much fun they'll have spending money at the booths, you answer their questions, and ultimately they spend a lot at the circus, then that's sales. Right? So, dun nangyayari kapag sinagot mo sila, sinabi mo napakaganda ng circus, tapos, paano mo pumunta doon? Sinagot mo yung questions nila. That is selling. That's sales, right? And if you plan the whole thing, that's marketing. Okay? It's marketing. Mula sa pag-promote, kung paano ka kukuha ng mga tao, kung paano mo sila sasabihan, kung paano pumunta doon, everything, that's marketing. So social media marketing is not just about creating content, okay? It's about giving the best experience para sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala sa inyo, right? Para sa mga efforts nyo para makilala kayo. So that's marketing. So marketing is the strategy you use for getting your ideal target, your ideal target market to know you, like you, and trust you enough to become a customer. And all the stuff that associated with marketing are called tactics. Okay? So, yan yung theoretical definition ng marketing. That is strategy, knowing the ideal target market, na makilala ka nila, like ka nila, trust you, and lahat ng efforts mo, lahat ng tactics mo para mangyari yung marketing mo, yun yung pag-aaralan natin. Ngayon, social media marketing is just one of the tactics, right? Can be one of the tactics. Social media marketing is about creating a strategy or designing a plan or an ecosystem within social media where you can reach, act, convert, and engage your target customers. Reach, yung traffic, yung act, ito yung ecosystem mo, yung economics, and then convert yung sales. And then when you do that, you make them engage. You make them your raving fans. Okay? So now we're talking about this social media marketing, social media strategy, social media plan, social media ecosystem. So you see, nagkakaroon na ng kulay yung understanding natin sa social media marketing. Now, ang question is, paano na yun nangyayari? Right? Pag sa social media, gusto ko lang kayong mag-focus sa apat na bagay. Content, market research, consistency, and networking. Okay? Yung paggawa ng mga landing pages, yung paggawa ng mga email, indoctrination, yung mga chatbot, yung mga ganyan. Kung anong itsura ng ecosystem, your client should take care of that. And, they should pay higher rate kung yun yung gagawin mo. Pero, as a social media manager, are responsible sa social media tactics. So, you can be part of the content, or you can be part of the market research, or consistency, or networking. Ito yung mga example niyan, right? So, for example, sa content, ikaw yung magpa-publish, ikaw yung gagawa ng high-quality images, right? You will make sure na hindi sharp, na hindi blurry, kundi sharp, mga ganyan. And then, marketing research, you have to know sino yung competitors, sino yung mga influencers, ano yung mga hashtags, yung klase ng content yung maganda, time of posting, yung mga ganyan. Consistency, Instagram is about, for example, sa Instagram platform, that can be a one tactic, but if the client wants to be consistent sa Facebook groups, ibang Facebook community organic strategy naman yon. Depende sa magiging strategy ni client. Depende sa kung ano ipapagawa ni client. I can help you with that. Pag tinanong ni client, paano ba influence, do you know influencer marketing? You just have to ask me, Paano ba yun? Hinihingian ako ni client na influencer marketing plan. Just ask me and you will get it from me as long as you are part of this community that we have. Because ayokong i-hand over lang sa inyo to basta-basta without explaining it kung paano siya gawin because it's a very dangerous thing. Like, i-hand over ko yan sa inyo tapos i-expect ni client ma-execute nyo pero hindi nyo pala ma-execute. And influencer marketing or Facebook organic strategy marketing is different. Depende sa niche, depende sa industry, depende sa health and fitness, depende kapag yung relationship coach yung support mo, iba-iba siya, right? So, that's why I created this community para alam natin kung ano yung huhugutin natin strategy depende sa kung anong kailangan ng client. Okay? Then the networking side, how do you nurture the partnership with your influencer? Diba? Ano yung mga pwede collaboration terms? And ano yung mga i-expect ng mga client mo sa influencer, yung mga bagay na yun. You guys can ask me all these things. We will be digging deep into those. Pero, you don't need to understand all of this. You just have to be assured na pwede nyo kong takbuhan kung paano yan gawin. And I'll give you the roadmap. Bibigyan ko kayo ng coaching how to do it. Pwede nyo kong takbuhan. Okay? But, you can say to your client that, there are many tactics, there are different strategies. If you want, I can help you research on that. I haven't done that myself, but I have been and I've become a student of this, coach, and she's been doing this. We can get help from her. Yung mga ganong bagay. And then ikaw yung mag-execute nun para kay client mo. You can also do that. Right? So, or you can study it yourself pag kailangan na. Pero ang goal natin, Prism Level 2 is about getting the client. Getting a client is, sabi ko dito, why study this stuff? Professionals don't just follow instructions. They understand the bigger picture, they study and research, they create and implement, they innovate to generate results. Yung mga experts, social media experts, they know the strategy, they know the foundation, they know what to do for a specific situation. In order for you to develop that, you should have an experience. If you do not have that experience yet, sometimes you just have to start following the roadmap of someone who was able to do it before. That's why I created a community so that pwede niyo akong matakbuhan. Pero, ang problema kasi is, clients want to hire someone na kaya gawin itong mga bagay-bagay na to. And I know your fear that, ano pag pinagawa sa akin, hindi ko alam. You will not have that fear anymore. Because I'll be here, I'll teach you how to do it. I have the mechanics, or I have the strategy, and I have the techniques on how to do it. And I'll be more happy to give you the the personal coaching for that. So, dito sa topic na to, understanding the bigger picture means you are not blind and scared. That's the main thing that I want to take away sa mga isipan nyo, that you're scared. Okay? Influencer marketing is just set of procedures na kailangan mong gawin. I'll give that to you. I'll discuss that to you if you need it. Okay? So, if you're not scared, if you're not blind, you see your role clearly, alam mo kung anong kailangan mong gawin, alam mo kung ano yung kailangan mo, alam mo kung ano yung kailangan mong matutunan, alam mo yung saan ka pupunta, and alam mo kung ano itsura kapag successful yung campaign. Right? That is the goal. Again, just a reminder, you are not there mainly to make money for yourself. Hindi lang para mag-generate ng pera mula sa client mo. Kailangan mong maging matagumpay. Kailangan maging matagumpay ni client so that you will become successful. The reason why clients hire us is because they want to grow the business. Hindi lang dahil gusto nila maghanap ng papasweldohin. Okay? So you are there to give them support, you understand what they need, and you give them the help you can. That is a social media manager expert. Naintindihan mo kung anong kailangan nila, alam mo kung paano makuha yon, and kung hindi mo man kaya i-deliver lahat, at least you give them the direction. So, what's the goal? That's the application. So, pag ini-interview ka ni client mo, you have to make them feel and kailangan makita nila that you see the bigger picture, that you understand the bigger picture. Yung kailangan. So, kapag na-relay mo yun, dalawang bagay yan eh. You have to able to communicate well your skill, what you can do, what should they expect, and then you have to tell them that you see the bigger picture and that you understand them. You'll be able to do that, you will get that client. As in, alright, kukunin ka ni client mo, but this process takes this thing, it takes practice. You will not be able to get this like straight away. Okay, so that's why we have here a community that pa-practicein natin. In the end, you will be able to offer them what you are capable, that you are capable to help them, and what you are 100% committed to, that you are 100% committed to it. Okay, so ito yung task nyo. You have to create a video of yourself on how you will answer this question. How can you help me grow my social media presence and make sales? I just want you to practice. This doesn't have to be perfect. Ang goal nito, nitong video nito, is for me, is for you. Bibigay ko sa inyo yung slide, and then you have to understand it. You have to digest what I have said. And when you pitch your proposal to your client, saan ka talaga, kung anong may offer mo, is mas magiging confident ka, mas mapapractice mo, and mai-incorporate mo doon yung natutunan mo dito sa lesson natin. What's marketing all about? Bakit kailangan ng maraming understanding the bigger picture and all that. You don't need to sound so perfect and so good. You just have to make them feel that you know what it takes to make a sale. And you know that one of the tactics is social media marketing. But you will do your best. Whether it's creating content, whether it's creating video, or whether it's managing the social media page itself, but you are willing to study all of this together with him, and that you will grow the business together with that business owner or with that entrepreneur. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson 1. I will be waiting for your video. Pag na-submit nyo na yon, we will proceed sa lesson number 2. Okay, so that's that. I hope na stop sharing. So I hope that it really helped you na makita nyo yung bigger picture. As you can see, this is like a practice pa rin on how you will pitch your services to your clients in such a way na hindi ka takot or hindi mo alam kung ano yung sasabihin. Okay? So, yung iba sa inyo, like, very good in communication and very good in grasping the idea, may need to, you may need to do this like once or twice. Magagawa mo na siya agad-agad. But, I can give you an example kung parang ano yung mga sample na I can give you like series of my interviews para then mahasa yung pagpa-practice nyo ng pag-explain ng process nyo kay client para makakuha talaga kayo ng client. Right? So that's the goal. And parallel to this is you will be creating your page. So um, after you have created your page, i-examine natin yan. Getting a client and creating your page kailangan parallel. Okay? So let's get your client, practice ng interview, and then let's build a page para nakakapag-practice pa rin tayo. Okay? So that's that. I hope this is very helpful. If na-confuse kayo, just let me know. Okay? So I'll be ending this tutorial.